All right, peeps. I think you know the rules. Robots do the painting, you do the guessing, and I give the confusion along the way. It's going to be the top 20 TV sitcoms of the 1960s. So quite a few of these are black and white. Just a warning, black and white. Here we go. All right, number 20. A hard one. She took a vow of faith, and apparently physics didn't object. Her headpiece acted more like a helicopter than a habit. This convent in Puerto Rico had some unusual windy miracles. Now, somebody played the lead character. All right, you guys know the show. Very good. Brad, Sandra. Very good. Do you remember, let's see, the actress's name? The main actress. Although, if you know some of the other ones, that would be awesome. How about the character's name? You remember the character? Fly Nun, of course, is the character, but she had a name, too. And Sally Field is correct, of course. And you remember any of the other character names? I don't really remember too many. I remember her name. Ms. Nunn. That's good. No. Sister Betrill. Sister Betrill. She once called the show embarrassing, but it did launch her career. So, there you go. All right. Number 19. He's got antennae, mind powers, and a thing for trench coats. When your roommate is from Mars, things tend to get complicated. Yeah, that's right. They were roommates. This alien visitor had to hide from nosy neighbors, like a lot of shows, and NASA. All right, there you go, Brad. Brad's got the show. Bill Bixby was in it. Do you remember this guy's name? This actor's name? Or his character's name? Does anybody remember? Not Mr. Hand. No. It was Uncle somebody. He zapped through mischief with a raised eyebrow and a gadget. He played it straight, which made the Martian mischief even funnier. Yeah, Uncle Martin, right. Uncle Martin. And the actor's name was Ray Watson. There you go. It's a funny show. I used to watch that. I'm old. I used to watch all these. All right, here we go. Identical cousins. Yes, that's biologically bonkers, but just go with it. Patty and Kathy. They looked alike, but flashed like root beer and tea. One was all-American sex, the other proper as a pinky lift. Hijinks doubled when the same actress played both roles with a split screen, and you could hardly see it. Yeah. Right. Okay. So yes, you have it. The Patty Duke Show. The Patty Duke Show is the name of the show. So that would mean Patty Duke was the actress. And she did play both roles, which probably was hard. And they had to get the screen to go together just right? They used to do that with a lot of shows, didn't they? I mean, this wasn't the only one, I don't think. That was a became a recurring storyline where they did the one actor playing both roles. What was the one we talked about a couple weeks ago with the who was the child actress that played both roles? Parent Trap, right? Yeah, saves on production costs. Definitely saves on actors' fees. All right, number 17. This is what's funny. They're all fun. He wanted fresh air. She wanted Fifth Avenue. When a New York lawyer drags his socialite wife to a broken down farm, culture shock is inevitable. The crops were questionable, and so were the neighbors. Yeah, Haley Mills, right, right. And yeah, so Brad got the show correct. However, he did not get the actress correct. So that would mean what? If Brad does not have the correct actress, who is the correct actress? Yes, her sister. Exactly right. Definitely her sister. Yeah. What was the actor's name? I can't. I think you had it there. Let's see what else we got here. Arnold the Pig had multiple stand-ins, and he had a dedicated dressing room. Did you know that? David Gabor, of course, Green Acres. All right, Eddie Albert. Very good. Very good. Okay, number 16. Their home had cobwebs, torture devices, and excellent interior mood lighting. Morticia garden deadly plant. That's right. She had meat-eating plants. Gomez blew up model trains for fun. That's right, crash trains. This gothic plan wasn't evil. They were just deeply committed to their aesthetic. Yeah, John Ashton. And what was the actress? Anybody know any of the other actors or actresses? In the Addams Family, of course. Yeah. Yeah, I used to really wait for this one, I think. I don't think it was on that long either. There weren't that many episodes. Somehow they were more loving than most normal families on TV. There you go. Snap twice if you know the theme song. Yeah. Gomez Addams. Okay, there you go. Samwise Gamgee. Yeah. Carolyn Jones was Morticia. Carolyn Jones. All right. Number 15. These are fun. These are all fun. This guy was sweet as molasses and twice as slow to catch on. He joined the Marines, but forgot to leave his Mayberry manners behind. His heart was pure, even if his marching wasn't. Sergeant Carter's blood pressure never stood a chance. There you go. All right, Brad, looks like you got it. And you even got the actor there. That's very good. Do you remember Sergeant Carter? He would get so mad. It would be like his blood pressure would be going off the charts. It's basically training meets fish out of water, and somehow it works. And you're right, Jim Neighbors, but spelled Nabors, of course, had a jaw-dropping baritone voice. Opera grade, hidden in plain sight. The official name of the show was Gomer Pyle USMC. There you go. Very good. Yeah, obviously we watched too much TV, Brad. That was the thing back then. I mean, it was new, right? The TV. It was the newest babysitter. We were outside a lot too, though. So I don't know. There's enough time in the day for all this. Number 14. Oh, one of my favorites. One oil strike turned granny from moonshiner to millionaire. Jed, Ellie Mae, and Jethro moved to Beverly Hills, but brought the backwoods with them. It never really fit in, and that was the whole point. All right. Well, you know, King and Rhombus, it kind of looks like the monsters. Kind of jumped the gun there, didn't you? Madoo. Yeah, there it is. All right, so tell me something. Tell me something about this show, you guys. What did they call the pool? What was the pool called? The richer they got, the funnier it became. Anybody remember the banker's name? What was the banker's name? Or the banker's wife's name? Oh. Cement Pond, yeah, that's correct. And Mr. Drysdale and Mrs. Drysdale. Yeah. All right, number 13. It was a World War II POW camp, but with one-liners. Colonel Hogan and crew turned captivity into a comedy of sabotage. I know nothing. I know nothing. Their secret tunnels were more efficient than most airports. That's a fact. There you go, Brad. Very good. Yeah. Tell me something else. Yep, Sergeant Schultz, of course. Captain Clink. The German guards were hilariously clueless, especially poor Sergeant Schultz. It was espionage, slapstick, and surprise teamwork all in one. And yeah, a World War II sitcom sounds odd, but it was a massive hit. Massive hit, especially in syndication. There you go. Hogan's Heroes. You know, it ran for a long time. 65 to 71. So what, 6 seasons? Pretty good. All right, number 12. Now, this one I did not watch. So there you go. Good luck. It's older. 1959. Dobie just wanted love, but so did everyone else. The show mixed teen angst, romantic blunders, and jazz age whimsy. It was kind of like Beatniks, right? Beatniks. Maynard G. Krebs avoided work like it was contagious. His name was Maynard. It was the first sitcom to put beatniks on TV. There it is. I knew it. Dobie's heart was always full and usually broken. Yeah. Do you know what the actual name of the show was, though? Dobie Gillis Show is correct. It's generally correct, I would say. But the actual show was called something kind of a little spin-off of that. Anybody know? And it was Bob Denver, right? He made a good beatnik. He made a very good beatnik. Yeah, it was called The Many Loves of Dobie Gillis. The Many Loves. Did you know Warren Beatty made his TV debut on this show? There you go. Excuse me. All right, well, staying back in time, way back to 1961 is the next one. See if you can remember this one. I don't think you're going to remember it. You'd have to know it from your research. They were cops, but crime solving wasn't exactly their strength. Hootie and Muldoon were more Laurel and Hardy than NYPD Blue. They bumbled through the Bronx with badge and blunders alike. Their precinct had more laughs than arrests. The show's chaos felt barely controlled, and that was the charm. Yeah, very good, Brad. Now, I don't remember watching this one at all. But of course, it had the same actor, right, as the Munsters. It had the Munsters actor in it. What's that guy's name? Can't remember. But yeah, Car 54. And very good, Sandra. Very good. You have the full answer. Car 54, Where Are You? Is the full name. And yeah, the theme song is still one of the catchiest in sitcom history. I wish I had any idea what it was. I would sing it for you. There you go. All right. I would hum it for you. All right, top 10. Here we go. Top 10. It got pratfalls, punchlines, and perfect timing, just like the guy himself. Rob Petrie was his name, is a TV writer juggling comedy at work and chaos at home. His wife, Laura, was played by somebody and was every bit his match. Whether it was office hijinks or ottoman stumbles, tripping over the ottoman. That's a good joke always. The laughs were smart and fast. All right, you guys are catching on to me. You know it. It is the Dick Van Dyke Show. And of course, it is Mary Tyler Moore, his co-star, as a very young lady. And yeah, he trips over the ottoman in every show, I believe. This show basically wrote the manual on how to make sitcoms shine. The writers based many episodes on their own life, especially creator Carl Reiner and his real family stories. Everybody knows who Carl Reiner is, right? Okay. Good shot. Dick Van Dyke. Number 9. All right, this one's a little more under the radar now. A little more under the radar. Let's see if you liked it as much as I liked it. If your cavalry unit has a cannon that backfires more than it fires, welcome to Fort Courage was anything but. It was filled with clueless soldiers and crafty locals. The Hakawi tribe may have been the smartest people on the show. So the Indians were smart. This Western spoof was all horses, hijinks, and slapstick gold. Think Blazing Saddles warm-up. It really was. Just with even sillier hats. Yeah. All right. So I don't see the right answer up there yet. You're on the right track, Brad, but that is not the correct answer. Do you remember the show at all? I used to watch this show. It was only on for 3 seasons, so, you know. Didn't run that much. The show reused, but it made our list. The show reused costumes from actual westerns, from the western movie. F Troop. F Troop. There it is. F Troop. Okay. You'll know the rest of them. Glad we could stump you there on number 9. Samantha just wanted a quiet suburban life, but her nose wiggle had other plans. Her mortal husband, Darren, begged her not to use magic, which obviously meant she used it constantly. Every week brought a new spell, a new disaster, and a new reason to call mother. All right, so Brad, who's Tabitha? Just throwing names out there. Tabitha was the daughter, right? Was the daughter. Oh, that was the newer show. You're right, newer show. There you go. How about the cousin? Who knows the cousin? Who knows the two Darrens? Anybody know the two guys that played Darren? Oh, Indora is the mother, right? Indora. She was a witch. Such a witch. All right, well, we'll come back to the two Darrens sometime in the future. Number 7. All right, number 7. Here we go. We remember we're doing best sitcoms of the 1960s. Agent 86 had the confidence of James Bond and the skills of, well, not James Bond. Maxwell Smart's gadgets included a shoe phone and an exploding tie. I don't really remember the exploding tie. He battled the evil agents of, I'm going to make you guess the bad guy's name, with pure clueless enthusiasm. Its catchphrases were iconic. Missed it by that much. It was Cold War comedy at its silliest and smartest. All right, so you guys know it's Get Smart. Very good, Brad, Sandra. He wouldn't make it through TSA with that. No, he would not. The Dome of Silence, right? Do you remember the bad guys? What their agency was called? He battled the evil agents of. That was a cool name. This was Mel Brooks. Did you know that? Mel Brooks co-created this because even spies deserve satire. Barbara Feldon, of course, is Agent 99. And the bad guys were called Chaos. 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 Number 6. You guys know. You guys know all the rest of these. Somebody played Anne Marie, a struggling actress who actually had agency. She wasn't a wife. She wasn't a mom or a maid. The usual women on TV. She was just a working woman chasing her dreams. Her boyfriend, Donald, was supportive, but never the boss. Anne juggled auditions, side gigs, and fashion-forward outfits. This show helped pave the way for future sitcom heroines from Mary Richards to Carrie Bradshaw. All right, was not called Working Girl, but she was a working girl, but not that kind of working girl. You know what I mean? Who is this? Yeah, something girl. It was something girl. You're right. You're exactly right. And this is the pre-Carrie Bradshaw. This is the proto Carrie. Anyway, well, it was well ahead of his time. That is Miss Marlowe Thomas, the daughter of Danny Thomas, and the show was called That Girl. That Girl. There you go. I'm surprised you didn't know that one, but you know what? You're going to know this one. One astronaut uncorks a bottle and gets a beautiful genie for life. Genie always meant well. She just accidentally turned things into camels sometimes. Yeah, do you remember the sidekick's name? What was his name? This was the buddy of what's his name? I guess we need to know the main actor's name too. Barbara Eden, of course, was Jeannie. Yeah, yeah. There you go. It was Major Nelson and Major Healy. Correct. She blinked and she poofed, and she made the 60s more magical. It was wish fulfillment, romance, and sitcom chaos all in one. And Barbara Eden wore a navel-covered costume. She wasn't allowed to show her belly button. Yeah, Larry Hagman, of course. Dr. Bellows. Dr. Bellows. All right. Top four. Here we go. Number four. Remember, we're doing the 1960s. Mayberry wasn't flashy, but it had the warmest laughs in town. Sheriff Andy Taylor kept the peace, but without ever drawing a gun. Deputy, I'm going to make you guess the deputy's name. He made mistakes and somehow made them endearing. Opie learned life lessons, and we all learned along with him. A sitcom so gentle, it felt like a front porch on a summer night. That was the key to this show. Now, so who are these actors? Who are these actors, and what's the name of the show? Anybody know? I bet you do all know. I think we're just dealing with slow internet time. Part of the game. Part of the game around here. So we're looking for the show, and we're looking for the actors. And not pictured is Opie, and that, of course, is Ron Howard. Ron Howard. And on the right is Don Knotts and Andy Griffith, and it is the Andy Griffith Show. So there you go, Andy Griffith. All right, you know this one. Number three. We've been talking about them all night. They lived in a spooky mansion, but couldn't figure out why people stared at them. Herman was Frankenstein's cousin. Now, I didn't know that. With a warm heart and work boots. Lily ran the household like a gothic Martha Stewart. Eddie actually howled. Grandpa cackled. And Marilyn just looked weird. No, Sandra. This is the other one. We saw the Addams Family earlier. This is the other guys. Both popular at the same time. They actually aired over the same years. Did you know that? Addams Family and this show called The Munsters. The Munsters, right? And the one daughter was normal, and then everybody wondered, why is she normal? They never explained it really. Don't think they ever explained it. All right, absolutely one of my favorites. And believe it or not, this only aired for what? 3.5 seasons. Unbelievable. A 3-hour tour turned into 3 seasons of tropical misadventures. A 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. The weather started getting rough. The tiny ship was tossed. If not for the courage of the fearless crew, the minnow would be lost. We need to make that into a minnow song. The professor made a radio out of coconuts. The castaways never ran out of food or costume changes. Somehow. Now, how is that possible? How did they have? It was only a 3-hour tour, so how'd they have so many costumes with them? How much clothes with them? It was goofy, implausible, and completely irresistible. And this theme song changed mid-series to include the professor and Marianne. That's right, they added characters partway through. Yes, of course. Of course. Madoo. This was Gilligan's Island. A 3-hour tour. A 3-hour tour. Now, I have to apologize for this one being number one, but the robot's trying to make a point, I guess. Yeah, this is to throw you off. Now, Lucille Ball said goodbye to Ricky and started fresh with more slapstick and sass. Her name was Lucy Carmichael in this show, and she was a widow raising kids. They killed off Ricky. Her best friend was still Vivian Vance, though. And she returned. It was physical comedy, and it was flawless, and it would now had a vacuum cleaner. Time had passed. Lucy stayed on top by being fearless, funny, and fabulously redheaded. Now, yeah, so this one wasn't called the Lucille Ball Show, which the original one was, right? This one was called The Lucy Show, and it's a totally different show. I don't know if you guys knew that. She had another show.